How to be successful at anything. So, the first step to be successful at anything is to actually find something to be successful at. And it could be anything, starting a business, swimming, writing, comedy, talking, coding. There's a lot of things you could be successful at, actually, pretty much anything in the world. So, just find something that you like or you're passionate about. Actually, you don't even need to be passionate about. Maybe you need to know how to talk better. Maybe your job requires it and you have to be successful at that. And let's say you're not passionate about talking. Well, sucks to sucks, but you have a job that asks you to be better at talking, so get better at talking. Or let's say your dad brings you to swimming every single day on Sunday morning, and it's really, really cold, and you have to be good at swimming, or else, your your dad's gonna scream at you or he's gonna beat you up. You have to be successful. So you have to find something, and that something for you would be swimming. You have to be good or successful at be successful at writing at school. Then get successful at writing. All of these things, whether you like it or not, if there's a need or there's a want, this applies to any of these cases. So so the first step is to find something. The second is not to delay it. We have this concept in our mind that, okay, I found this thing that I want to be successful at. Now I'm gonna do it tomorrow, or I'm gonna do it next week, or the worst is I'm gonna do it next year. We were 2024 and I was 2025. Just before 2025, a lot of people were like, I would like to become a person like this, or I would like to do this. I would like to become very good at this thing. But it's the end of the year, so I'm not going to start right now. I'm going to start when the year actually starts. So the first thing is, don't delay. Just get up. If you want to get good at something, do it right now. Don't delay it. There's no point of delaying. Like, you're not gonna get an award for delaying your work, or delaying to be successful. Actually, you're just gonna make yourself more sad, because you're not becoming the version, the better version of yourself that you always wanted. Second thing is working hard. So this is the next point. Very easy to understand. Work hard. If you have a task, or if you want to be good at something, just work as hard as possible. Don't try to like half do your work, or just go and be lazy and just pretend to work. A lot of people on social media really like to do this. They pretend that they're working, and just a farm likes or farm engagement, and then in the end they're not really working, so they're not learning. If you're not learning, then you can't really be successful. So work as hard as possible. Try to work as if this is your only thing. If you don't get successful at this, then nothing's gonna happen. Work very hard. The next thing is to be consistent. So if you start working hard, there's the thing that everyone can do is to start working hard, like go really, really fast, and then just stop. If you take the concept of running, you just run really, really, really fast at the start, and then you're just so tired, or you're like, I can't run anymore. That's it. I don't want to do it anymore. That's not what you want to be. You want to be someone that's consistent. You want to be someone that can keep going, even if some days you can't work as hard. You're like, okay, I had these things to do, and I had that thing to do, and my schedule didn't fit. Okay, I get it. These days can happen to everyone, but try to be consistent. Be consistent every day. Try to show up for work. Try to show up as if someone's paying you a wage. You have a wage, so let's say you're working at a 9 to 5. You can't just miss work because you didn't feel like it that day. Someone is paying you to show up and actually do the work. So try to actually think the same way. Someone is going to pay you to show up. So you have to be consistent. And your wage in this instance, when you're not really making money at first, let's say you're trying to do a business, you're not making money, or you're trying to be good at sport, Your wage is um, skills. The wage when you're actually learning something new is actually building the skill to get better at that thing. And going along with being consistent, it will be fun for a week. I will guarantee you this. Anything you try, it will be 100% fun for a week or a couple of days. You'll be like, okay, this is so fun. I'm really excited. I want to do this forever. And it's exciting for everything, whether you're starting sports or you're something that you're just were never thinking of doing. Like, let's say you've never done comedy and you try comedy for a couple of days. You might be like, oh, i'm a I might be a natural comedian. But this is like the grace period where everyone's super happy. But that lasts just for a couple of days. Then it won't. It will feel like you have this huge boulder on you, and you feel like, no, you know what, this is not for me. These are the things you might think or might even do. And the worst is giving up, right? You might totally give up, be like, you know what, this is not for me. I don't want to do this anymore. Let me go try to do something else. And this is the other point I wrote over here. You work on other things, and you completely give up the first task or the first project that you want to be successful at. Or you procrastinate. You tell yourself, you know what, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, or I'm gonna do it next week or next year. Exactly like we were saying at first. Um, or you simply just not work as hard as before. You're still working, but you're like half doing things because you think this is not for you. It's too hard. And it's normal that it's too hard because it's something that you're not familiar with. It's not something that you're good at. And when you started this, you clearly told yourself, I'm not good at this. I want to be successful at this. So if if it's hard for you and you give up because it's hard, doesn't really make sense. Like what you were thinking at first, you knew exactly what you're embarking, right? You were jumping on board the ship of, I'm not good at this, so let me be good at this. So what's between the two passages? Something that's super hard. You're not good. It's very hard, and you try to pass through this journey of things being super hard, and then you get good until you be successful. So then and want, so it will be fun for a week, then and want, and then what's super important during this phase is that you keep going. You have to keep going. This is the only way. This is the only way to get good at anything. Because if you give up, if you try something and you have fun for a couple of days, and then it's not fun anymore, and then you give up, then you've learned nothing. You've only trained yourself that I just want to do fun things. I can't really work and do hard things. And doing the hard things is where you actually learn the most and actually build the skills you need to be successful at life. So while you're working hard and you're being consistent and you're not giving up, what you want to do is actually look at what you've done. So the whole thing about being successful over here or trying to be good at something is you look at your work or you look at what you've done. So let's say you're swimming, right? And you're trying to have a record from running from one place to running, well, swimming from one place to the other. And you see that you have a time at first, and you want to improve this time because let's say you want to train professionally, you want to train in some tournaments. So you have to look at your time and see how you can improve it. Do you have to improve your form, or do you have to improve how you're breathing? Your breathing. You have to look how you can improve. So if you only constantly work, but you're not looking at your work from before, then you can't really improve. You have to look at your work and be like, okay, these things are not working, these things are working. Let me continue to do the things that are working and stop doing the things that are not working, and actually try to improve how I do things. If we take YouTube, for example, you could post a million videos, and if they're all the same and you're not seeing which ones are actually working and which ones are not, then you're just going blindly. You're not improving on anything. So the whole point is actually improving on your work. And while on your journey to be successful, you will learn many, many skills. And this is the true success, not the money in the end or the fame or winning tournaments or passing your exam. The true skill is the true end goal is to learn these many skills, because these skills will stay with you with the rest of your life. Let's say you start a business and you try many things and you learn how to do marketing, you learn how to do some of the technical stuff, sending emails and this and that, reaching out to people. And let's say that business fails. You tried for like 5 years, or you tried for a couple of years and it didn't work. Well, it's not totally a failure, because you did learn a lot of skills. You learned so many skills for you to apply it anywhere in your life, especially in business. So if you try another business, it's not as if you're going in blindly and you don't know all the things that you know now. Now you know all these skills that you could apply to business directly and try a new venture. So, and let's say this one also fails, and well, in that business you will learn a lot more skills. So you take all these skills and they compound with each other, and then at some point you will hit the mark. So using these skills you will attain success. Like I said, at one point you will hit the mark. So maybe not the first try, maybe not the 10th try. It might be, it might suck. It really sucks to work hard and then fail. But at the end, don't look at them as failures, because you've learned all of these skills, and these skills really are the goal that you really have to grasp, because when you have all of these skills, then you can apply them for your next try on success. But one day you will, if you just keep going. If you just think about it, someone that's training every day, that goes to the gym every day. At first, let's say they're very small, they're weak, but they're going every day. They're going every day, and they learn about working out, nutrition, and everything, and they're not getting the results that they want at first. They're not getting it, and that's gym. Honestly, you have to really go at it every day, or be consistent with your schedule. But while they're going to the gym, they learn all these skills, how to actually weight lift, nutrition and all that. And they keep going. So maybe not the first week they will see results, maybe not the second week, maybe not the first month, the second month. But as they understand more and more about nutrition and about form and how to work out the body, then at some point, using all these skills and being consistent, they will grow muscle. That's just natural, and it's the same thing for everything else. Whether it's sports, business, coding, public talking, comedy, it's all the same thing. So just keep going at it, acquire these skills, learn from your mistakes, and you will attain success. And you're now successful. Congrats. That's the thing you really wanted. That's the peak, right? Congrats. But now what? You've reached you reached the end. Was that it? Was that the success you always wanted? Well, you've reached it. What do you do now? Oh, well, you know, you keep going. You might have attained success for yourself, but now try to keep going. Do it for yourself. Do it for people around you. Do it for your family, and do it for God. God created us to work hard in this life and do the best we can. So let's do it. And this is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.